Hello again, YouTube, and it is 14 Silver X back, and we are starting a new game. So I haven't been on in a while. I try to keep my promise, but well, it's complicated. But I just have a lot of work doing with some jobs and stuff, getting ready to getting a game ready for a little competition, stuff like that. So I've really been busy, and I appreciate everyone's patience for at least not sending me angry messages, or at least not revealing your impatience to me. So, but the main source of me not doing this is I got a new puppy, and puppies will be puppies, and they chew up stuff. So I've been watching that little thing lately. So now I'm back, and hopefully there's not too much background noise and nothing gets chewed up of mine. Alright, so we finished our scrolling shooter, and now we are going to, I got a suggestion from somebody to make a game kind of like Pac-Man. And this is good. We may have to go into some artificial intelligence stuff, but I'll try my best, because I've never made one of these games before, and just bear with me. Alright, so let's make our first sprite. So let's call this player sprite, and we are going to stick to our green and red boxes to start out. Excuse me. Let's make a green box, center, and if you don't know some terms that I may say or I'm going too fast, remember you can always post comments or watch the beginner's video to understand like some of the basic stuff, because I'm going to run through a lot of the moving stuff and stuff like that. And I keep on saying stuff. Alright. So we have our first sprite, and let's make our room stuff. Alright. Now we're going to make our new object, and I'm saying alright a lot. Give it our sprite object, we can get rid of that. Player 1, and this will be our hero, player 1, object pac-man thing. So let's give it basic movement. So here's our keyboards like we did with our spaceship, up, down, left, and right. Alright. Hopefully I didn't mess up. Put that in the room. Run the game. And yes. So now we have basic movement with our object. Alright, so now we have our object. Now we need to make our little Pac-Man maze. And here comes the background noise. Hopefully you can't hear it. I'm probably going to be more tolerant about this, because I guess it doesn't really too much matter as long as you can hear me. It's all about me. Me. Not really. Okay. And just remember to regularly save your game, just in case power outages, stuff like that. It would just suck if you just lost everything. Alright. So here's our player. Now let's make our little maze blocks. So we're going to make a new sprite. We're going to go to our edit sprite and new one, except we're going to make this one a little bit taller. We're going to make like each of the pieces of our little maze. So what we're going to do is height, instead of 32, we're going to make our little walls, let's say size 2. So we're going to have to increase our height by 4 to make 2 on each side. So we're going to go OK, open this up, zoom in with a graph, and put that, here's the graph, here's zoom in. I'm going to make this color blue for now. And just like that. Alright, so you should be in advanced mode from the first video. And what we're going to do here, so we have that. So we're going to center it. And then we're going to go to Modify Mask. Collision checking is where our object takes damage or gets hit. So for example, if we looked back in our first person shooter, or here I'll show you. So you go to Modify Mask. And anywhere that's dark, it shows where like stuff could be hit. So here, anything in like this dark gray zone would be colliding with this object. So we want our player to be able to pass through, so we're going to go to Precise, which it only goes over where they see color. So that's good. And we're going to center it. Okay, oh, let me name it. Wall H for horizontal. Alright, so now we have a horizontal wall. So now we're going to make a new object, put the horizontal wall H. Okay. So with our room, we're going to stick these walls down just to test them out. Alright, so as you can see, we can still collide with it, and I think I didn't make the thing tall enough. Yeah, because our box doesn't really fit in it. So I'll adjust that, or at least put my box in it. Yeah, and it's definitely touching. So first, let's edit our wall sprite. And just to resize canvas, you go to Transform, Resize Canvas. Turn that off, because then it'll just change both values. And let's try 36, keeping the image in the center. So now we'll take the paint bucket, and then we'll take this, put that there. And if you want to erase something with like the line tool, you put opacity. I can't. Opacity. Opacity. If something's opaque. Opacity. Alright, you turn this thing down to 0 and you put it on replace. Then you just make a line over the thing that you're erasing, and it just magically disappears. Okay, so that's good. Gotta make sure that my other background noise doesn't arrive, then I'd have to end the video. Alright, so took that, and for some reason our player still doesn't fit. What is this? Oh, center it again because we changed it, and there we go. So now our player fits in the walls. Alright, so now we have to make sure our player can't go out of the wall. So we're going to open our player, and we're going to, in the up, we're going to check empty, and all, excuse me. And we're going to check 17 above, because that's from the center. 17 above will collide with the wall. Excuse me. 17 on top. So if that's free, then we can move up. So let me run the game. So I think if we're still touching it, we're still colliding. Alright, so I can, for some reason, still move up. What is this? Oh. Relative. And now I cannot move up. I am pressing the up key. No joke. I guess you can't really see me pressing the key, but I cannot move in the upwards direction. I can move down. So, Let's just copy, put it in the down, paste, -17. Alright, so that takes care of up and down. Alright, so now we click OK. Alright, so now let's make our horizontal walls. So we just take this. I guess we can't really duplicate it, so we'll make a new sprite. Well, we could, it'd just make it harder. Edit, and instead we change the width to 36. OK. And we'll make our lines. Make sure you turn this back to the way it was. Ah. Okay, center that. Rename. Wall V for vertical. We can just duplicate this to wall V. Alright. Now with our player, we can easily copy this, paste, and just change this to this. Okay. Wait a second. We might encounter a problem. Well, let's find out first. Okay. And for the up and down, switch that because remember our y's are switched, so up is negative and down is positive. I can move right and left. I cannot move up and down. So that is working properly. And my dog, my puppy dog, is staring at the cat. Alright, so I'm going to save. Alright, so that works. Now we can put our new type of wall in. And that connects nicely with that. The problem is with this movement, I can't really get it precise. So, to get it precise, easierly, or maybe whatever, I'm going to make a corner piece, and also I'm going to change the movement. Alright, so if each one is 32 in length, I'm going to change this to 4. Or else I'll just keep on jumping over the position we need. That would not work out. Alright, so now I'm going to make a corner piece. And new sprite. Corner 1. Edit. So let me think. We're going to have to double or make both values 36. I believe. Yes. Alright. So here, our first corner piece will just go like this. And then put this here. Yes. Okay. And please excuse me for one moment as I let my animals out. back again. Alright, so here's our corner piece. Center that. Duplicate. Insert sprite. Corner 1. Let's take our corner piece and fit it in. And run the game. So move. Alright, so now there's a problem. We, for some reason, cannot move here. That's perfectly fine. Interesting. But I can't move back. Maybe. Instead, with our player, I think 17, it shouldn't be like that. It might be 17 from the edge of the sprite. So I'm going to try, and I will make mistakes if you're new to this, but you might make mistakes too, so I might answer your question by making mistakes. Maybe. Ta-da! Yay! Okay. So that works. We can just keep on going. So then you just make more corner pieces, and then you can construct an entire maze out of it. And for the rest of the corner pieces, it's simple. You can just duplicate these, transform, rotate 90 degrees, and rename the sprite. Alright, so now we have our 4 corners. Now we have to make them into objects. So now we have our objects, and they're all here. And then we can make our maze out of corners and walls. This is a problem. This piece is looking a bit weird. So that can be fixed later. So yeah. Then you can just hold down the up key when you're coming to a wall, and it works out. So yeah, we made walls, we made our player restricted to the walls. Next, we'll just make our full maze, and I'm going to try my hand at some of the ghost stuff. So this should be very interesting. So maybe we'll do AI next. We might do score stuff. I don't know. So Remember to save your game. Please subscribe if you already subscribed. Thank you. I will try to have another video up real soon. It's just so much work. And thank you for watching.